It's all a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's all a scam. Hello, this is MaSunGoddess777. Getting some exercise, so I'm breathing. How everybody doing on this Friday, Venus Day? Out here walking, getting some exercise. Hello, this is MaSunGoddess777. Out here streaming and walking, doing something today, not just sitting in front of the, I'm out here exercising, out here in the community. What's up? Oh, I do control my breathing. I just finished doing my breathing exercise. Oh, I'm definitely in control of my breathing. But I ain't worried about it. I don't care. I'm on my old lives when I did have control of my breathing. Just, I got control of it now. I don't even smoke no more. But yeah, I feel you. But I breathe heavier when I'm walking because I do that on purpose. But yeah, I'm fine. I don't care. I don't care, and I'm talking louder. So, because I'm using more air, because you hear the traffic too. But thank you for that. How y'all doing today? Oh, I don't. Only time I smoke is for, I smoke them Nicaraguan, you know, that pure tobacco for, you know, ritual purposes. I don't smoke nothing. Yay, okay. Okay. Yeah, it ain't. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's all a personal thing. I ain't judging nobody. Shit. Hell, I smoked for a long time. I mean, it's other things I like to do, shoot. I like the mushrooms and stuff, but I can't do them all the time because I got to be in certain environments to do that, because, you know, you taking them trips. What a dog. You taking trips and stuff. You want to be, you can't just be in the environment because you'll have a bad trip. Yeah. Well, yeah, me too. I've been doing a little work today. Not as much as I used to do earlier in the week, but I've been working too. And I did some work last night, but my sleeping schedule is strange, but it's always been like that. I always had a weird work schedule because I be working for a company or working self-contracted, and then I be working for myself, you know, my little hustles and stuff. So I always had a weird schedule where I might be up all night working, and then I might do something during the day, and then I have somewhere the money come in. You know, you get paid just for a job, not by the hour, but at one time for selling something or an item or a product or whatever. Legal stuff for several years and stuff. Let me hush. I'm not trying to, I ain't messing with this damn police ass YouTube shit. all legal, all products, all promo. Yeah. Y'all want to buy some food, hit me up. I'm still catering, but not like I was. Not that much. I'm doing digital, trying to go all fully digital. Not me. I ain't trying to be an AI. I'm not trying to be an artificial intelligence, but I'm trying to mess with it like that, where everything I got is, you know, digital pretty much. Intellectual property. Yep. Who is that? Okay, hello everybody. Oh yeah. Girl, I don't cook like I used to though. I hadn't cooked in just a couple. Well, did I cook yesterday? I don't. The only reason I do cook when I cook, cause I'm scared to eat out, cause I don't know what they be doing to the food. I'm in a very diverse place, and I don't want. You know, there are a lot of people mad with the what they call us, the African American. I don't want nobody doing nothing to my food. If it weren't for that, I eat out all the damn time. If I could find me a place I trust, I wouldn't cook like that. If they could, you know, they ain't gotta cook like me. But if the food were good, and I don't even care about the price, I just like to get a big, nice quantity, where I can eat at least a couple of times if I'm getting something where I'm paying freaking $40 and $50 for. I don't want no little piece of mess that ain't even gonna fill me up and I'm just paying for. I know how to make my own lamb and stuff. So why I'm gonna pay you $50 for some lamb chops when I can go to the butcher and get me a leg of lamb for that price and eat it a few times and put me some sides with it. It don't make no sense for me to get 3 lamb chops with a few asparagus for $50 when I can go to the butcher and get a whole leg of lamb. Or I could make me some. I like the drip burrito stuff. So when I make my own, I've been making that forever. Shit, I've been doing the drip burrito, but I didn't call it that. Well, I get me a piece of shoulder, you know, beef or pork, and then just braise it and cook it in the juices. And then when it's done, you take them juices with the chipotle peppers and you put it in a tortilla, you know, either get you a soft or a hard shell one or whatever. Sometimes I'll do like Taco Bell and I'll crunch me the hard up over the soft or mix it up, you know, get bored. Put me some, I might use some coleslaw, I might use some lettuce, sour cream and all that. I mean, I've been eating that for a long time, but I didn't call it a drip burrito. Yeah. Hey, everybody. James. Who is that? James. How I say that name? I don't want to say it wrong. Presto. I like that name. Where you from? Yeah, where you from? I'm just walking out here exercising, so I'm probably breathing like a, what you call it? Breathing like I might be breathing like I'm in labor, but I'm good. My lungs is good. And I had to talk a little loud because I'm about to get on the nature path now. You know, I love me some nature. I'm gonna find me a spot. Find me a nature spot somewhere. Hey, yeah. But I like that drip burrito, but I'm not sure about buying it out because these people be looking at you funny. Now, you know, that a dog. Well, I got something for him, but I love dogs, man. Pets, but I ain't trying to get into no fight with one. I gotta protect myself. And sometimes these people on this path, they let their animals run free. Now that's all good if he ain't trying to mess with me. Yeah, I'm in the sun now. Oh yeah, I'm on this path. You see behind me, I got a little water. Oh yeah. I'm gonna find a spot. I'm in the sun. Look at my skin. And it's setting. I'm right in it when it's about to set. So it's pretty bright and I can't see what y'all saying, but I appreciate your support. I really do. I appreciate everybody that support me and accept me with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sometimes I get up here and I'm completely authentic, and that's what I try to be. I try to be myself and be real, not, you know, the old me trying to put on a front. Yesterday, I've been watching that. What y'all think? What y'all think about that Glorilla and her sister situation? What y'all think about that? I don't know. I know how I am. I mean, I know the type of person I am. I didn't think I'd be that type of person, but I am forgiving and I love my family. I know we all, you know, as a people, even different cultures, we have our struggles and our ups and downs and stuff like that. And I know the way they grew up, you know, a lot of times people have, when they grow up in certain environments like that, that's a lot. 10 kids, 10 siblings. Let me look at my chat so I can. Hey everybody. Welcome. This is MaSunGoddess777. I'm breathing because I'm on a walk. I walk, but I hadn't been on this path in a while, so you might hear me. I'm joking. You get that bad. I'm going to control my breathing. As Sabrine said, I'm going to control my breathing. But that's a lot of siblings. I can imagine because I didn't have that many. I grew up with one. But I grew up with a lot of cousins, and they were boy cousins, mostly. I was like the only girl, so, honey, I can imagine, because that was tough, being the only girl amongst a lot of male boys. So I can imagine having 10 siblings, and, you know, from what she said, they were struggling. They didn't have food a lot of times, and they didn't even have a bed or whatever, and she said, you know, she was pretty authentic. It seemed like she was being vulnerable because she was saying how they were homeschooled and they didn't have food, and she would get punished for crying because they didn't have food. So she said she called CPS, and that's what got them into public school. Now, you can look at both sides of the situation, because you could say, oh, she's betraying her family. She telling all the business and blase this, and she telling on her people, and she shouldn't be. What is that? Okay. I gotta look at this thing close. I don't want y'all to think I'm I can't look. I ain't gonna say I'm blind, but I'm looking at it close and I don't want to look stupid. Yeah, tell us your perspective of it. Okay. Somebody said, okay, I don't know anything. And hello to you, Dolores. Dolores Rodriguez. Okay. Hey, Dolores, how you doing today? And you already, James. Hey, James. Love to y'all. Healing to y'all. Bliss to y'all. Broccoli casserole will make you call. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to get together, cuz, and do it again. We're going to get together and have a feast. I wish some of my viewers could come, because I want to do like the whole damn lamb. You know what I'm saying? Like they do over in the Middle East. I want to put that mug on the grill and put all the rosemary and the spices on it and some cloves and just a bunch of garlic stuff it with. Rub it down with the yogurt, not that fake yogurt, but rub that mug down with some kefir yogurt. You know, with that lamb. Let it marinate and then put it on that grill. But save some of the gravy over for us so that when it roasts for a few hours and get done, we can dip it in there and we all can feast and get us some of that naan. That naan, I be using that naan bread. They got this blocked off. I gotta walk everybody in the damn. Look, they be finding people in these damn bayous. They don't think they found nobody in this one. I don't even want to walk on this. Well, I'll step over it. Come on, they done went too far with the trash. I got through there. Now, when the storm came, it was trees and fell and all that. Honey, I had to know about going this water. I had to know about going that water to go sight. But I had to go down in there to walk this path because the trees were blocking it. And they, finally, after a long time, they cleaned it up and stuff. Well, my perspective is, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what she said, because she said that how they grew up. And I know in Memphis, like other places the southern places like that, and even in some of the cities, like, some places in like New Jersey and areas in like Baltimore and, other places where, it's a lot of areas that's highly poverty, high crime. Wherever there's poverty, there's high crime rate. That goes hand in hand. And that's done by design too. And the school system is suppressed. I noticed that upon my research, moving around, as I have lived around different places, and I have dealt with the school system over a certain amount of time of years, even dealing with homeschooling. I homeschool. I also teach online. Yeah, I homeschool. I teach online. I've dealt with the school systems, even with children and stuff like that. So I've noticed that along with the high crime rates, the high poverty, high crime rates. The school system is suppressed. So a lot of times, you know, the environment can create mental illness. You might be born okay, but if you are put in an environment like that where you are struggling to eat, you don't have what you need as a child, you gotta fight and survive amongst other siblings and stuff like that, and scrap for food, and you don't have a comfortable sleeping situation. You know, you don't know when your lights and stuff gonna be put out. You don't know when you're gonna be put out. That insecurity like that insecurity as a child, that trauma, you know. And a lot of times when you got a lot of kids bunched up like that, and if it's a single woman, she has to work. So the kids are like, they could be abusing each other too. Like and I'm not gonna say that the child that's the abuser is a monster. That child could have been abused, and that child could be suffering from mental illness, because that creates mental illness and a lot of possession, in my opinion. When the children are put under that type of pressure, it does something to them, like that movie Split, and add sexual abuse with that. Not only sexual abuse, put physical abuse with that do something to the brain. That can cause them to just snap. That can cause them to be possessed. That can cause what the psychiatrists and psychologists call mental illness, PTSD, chemical imbalance, bipolar disorder, all that shit, all that. And I'm looking at both spectrums. Well, you take that into consideration and you think, well, you know, people are grown now. We grown now. Let me read this. Oh, I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm safe because I didn't even know I was in an area that I didn't need to be going out by myself, and I was out at night. I be out at night when I first got to a certain location. And I was like, shoot, when I looked on the news, I was like, where the fuck I think I am? I need a security guard. I had my ancestors. I would protect it, because I be out, not like all night. I don't party hunting no more. Them days is gone. I ain't thinking, but they got people, they got sophisticated folks, you know, partying. But maybe every now and then I might want to go to a jazz spot, or go do some karaoke, or go to a comic thing. Hell, I want to do some daggone, what is it called? The comedy hour or whatever it is. Amateur night. Yeah. Now I would like to get into that, because I'm pretty funny, but depending on how you growed up and you get grown, you think them people heal from that? You think that any of them siblings, even the ones that got millions of dollars, you think they heal from that? Because let me tell you about the industry. Scouts, they like broken people. They like to sign broken people. They like to sign people that split. They like to sign people with mental illness. They like to sign people that come from heavy levels of oppression and poverty. Because, let me tell you, and they like to sign people that worship. And if I'm a little too loud, excuse my French. That worship celebrities, because those people, they are very easy to control, and they do not read the contracts. Let me repeat that. They don't know that it's better to be an independent artist. That it's better to finance your own advertisement and your ads and your what you call it. It's best to use your money, because if you use their money, you be sometimes in a deal that you can't get out of ever till you be dead, or it puts you at risk for being a sacrifice, because they make more on you by you being gone, dead, than alive, because you know they take out insurance policies on you, and they are like your fiduciary, and you signing these contracts and you don't know what you're signing. We don't, anyway, we gonna get into all that. We don't know what kind of deals she signed, because let me tell you, I've been in the music industry, but I was independent, but I would never sign with anyone. Anyway, I knew to be independent because I studied it, and I knew to write my own songs and all this and that. But we don't know what kind of deal she got. Yeah, she probably got money from doing the concerts and different things. But whatever she spent with that record company, little do she know, or she might know, that money coming out of her whatever song that she wrote, even if she wrote the song and that they got ownership of it or some type of ownership, she might not never see none of that money because she might owe that record company. They'll even charge you for a bottle or everything as small as a bottle of water. All them bags that man buy her, all them cars, that might be coming out of her royalties. We don't know. But I know she got cash. I know she got some cash on hand. But what I want to say is, we don't know what kind of mindset Glorilla have from what she went through. She probably went through, of course she went through hell with 10 siblings, and the girl said that she don't understand why her mom and daddy would have 10 kids and they can't provide for them. So she was saying how dumb that was and how her daddy was not a good person. He was a very sorry father and all this and that. I mean, my perspective pretty much is that's Glorilla money. She can do what she want to do with it. Now, me, in my opinion, I think that the lady got some valid points. Now, Glorilla don't have to take care of all her 10 siblings. She don't have to do that. She don't even have to take care of her mother and father if she don't want to. Because you got free will in this world. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, her sister saying that she dealing with all these friends around her that done snaked her, so why can't she do more for her family? And I see that side too. And I also know that if you're making a certain amount of money, you could give $10,000 and that's a tax write-off anyway. If you give a certain amount, that you can use that as charity and use that towards your taxes. Maybe she just saying fuck that sister and she don't want to do nothing for her. But at the same time, you can say that, but you got to be careful. Like, you have to be careful to say fuck somebody and taunt them. And she said she was so hungry she was about to eat a roach. Okay, she might want her to do a certain thing and kiss her ass and this and that. But Glorilla even got to be careful too, because what if she is supposed to do something and give her opportunity? Let's say she can't keep no job. Is there an opportunity maybe she could give her? Because it's people with mental illness that can't keep jobs. It's some people that's mentally ill. They're not lazy. Everybody, in our community, we don't look at mental illness as serious. We just be like, oh, that mug is lazy. They don't want to go out in the house, so something wrong with them. And a lot of times it be depression. Our people are, especially our men. Our men are very sensitive, and our women are too. People get depressed. They don't want to take a bath hardly. It's people that get so depressed, they don't want to hardly eat. They don't want to take a bath. They don't want to go out in the house. They barely they barely just making it. They want it, and they be suicidal. So how can we say you lazy because you don't want to work? And some people can't manage working and struggling with depression and anxiety and all that type of stuff. Some of us can just, like me, I can just push the shit down, and that's not always good, and go on to work and put on the front for 8 hours or 12 hours or whatever time I'm gonna be there. Everybody not able to do that. Yeah, everybody not able to do that. Yeah, I'm wiping them. They running, they gonna run anyway. No matter how I wipe, it look like I'm crying. So because I'm out here in the sun and my eyes sensitive like that sometimes, they've been running. Girl, they were running worse than this. I had a bad. If y'all love me with my running eyes, y'all love me. I had a bad eye infection when I was homeschooling Noah. And it lasted for months, and because my ass was trying to, I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't being aggressive with it, and I started using my natural stuff. But I went to Walmart and got me some stuff because my eyelashes started irritating. So I went and got some stuff from Walmart along with using hibiscus tea, honey, and chamomile tea bags and stuff on and that helped me a lot. This is heaven compared to what I was going through. This running, I had to run in with the sty and the damn pus and all. This is just water. I'm happy about that. But excuse me. But yeah, my eyes are sensitive. They say I need to give me some glasses, but I feel like the glasses will weaken my eyes, but I might get some and wear them sometimes. I just be trying to strengthen my eyes. And they run it too because I'm sun gazing. As I'm doing this live, I'm over here looking in the sun, so they probably is running. But that seemed like that help them. But hell, I'm grateful I can see, and they ain't got no infection. But they run anyway. hell is this? I don't have an infection, so I'm grateful for that. I'm a trip. But yeah, hola. Nah, they cool. They're doing their own thing. But yeah, sometimes you can provide an opportunity. You gotta have boundaries with people, because I don't care. I'm very transparent with myself, and I'm an open book, and I'll tell you something for somebody else can tell on me, I'll tell on myself. Everybody ain't like that. So if she know them other sisters, they will really act like she don't care, but the other siblings act like they concerned about their business being out there. So I would have paid the motherfucker something and been like, look, don't ask me for nothing all the time. I'm gonna provide you an opportunity and test you out. You know, you can do this or make a beat or do something. Provide, you know, you don't gotta have nobody around you that you know you don't get along with, but you know Gorilla got some connections or whatever in Memphis now. Or whatever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? She got a little clout. I like her. I like her as an artist. I like her music. And I think she looks good. I mean, yeah, she got her nose up, but it look good to me. I don't see nothing wrong with doing a little something to yourself. And if she did get a BBL, it don't look like she overdid it too much. So I think that, you know, she's cool, but the family issues is a different story. Like I was saying on my last live, ain't nothing wrong with being famous and all this and that. You got free will, whether you want to worship the devil, whether you want to be under Lucifer, or whatever you want to do. You got free will. But what are the consequences? And the energy you put out and the intent, you know, it's gonna come back. Is that what you need to be doing? Just saying, fuck her. Did she do you wrong? I'm sure she did. Did you do her wrong? You know, did both of y'all have a play in the damn part or whatever? So I don't know. That's her money. Like, that's her choice. But me personally, I would help them all. I ain't gonna give her no 10% of my $1 million. But I would help my family the best I could. But I'm not gonna hurt myself in the process. And I'm gonna let them know, y'all, we signing contracts and shit. So when a motherfucker wanna come back and say, oh, because you know you got family that you'll do stuff for, and they'll act like you ain't did shit for them. They will. I know people like that. I got family members like that. You be helping them out. You might be in the background, because I'm a motherfucker. I don't got to get no credit. I don't have to get no credit, but it's boundaries of that. I'm going to have to start. I have to have receipts, because if I help somebody and I don't have no receipts, they'll say I ain't did shit for them, and they'll be playing the other side, acting like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't fucking matter, and I'm the fucking motherfucker in the background running the show, and telling motherfuckers to do the power move A, B, C, D, and E. I don't have to get no credit, but don't play me like no bitch neither. That's all I'm saying. I don't gotta be all up in your Kool-Aid and everything, but motherfucker, give me credit and respect what credit is due. I'm just not a no good, you know, like a no good motherfucker that ain't never done nothing. Like, you know how some people, they don't never do nothing for you, but then when the shit start going good, then they want to come in the picture. I'm not no person like that. Everybody I deal with, whether it's a family member, friend, whatever, they leave me better off. Now, whatever they do after we part, to take themselves up or down, that's on them. But they leave me better than when they came. I'm not no destroyer where, oh, I gotta burn down you. I gotta burn down the house, burn down the empire, and destroy you. Yeah, see, they're not really running now, cause I'm not facing that sun. Now it's right there. But yeah, I'm not a person that, if you see me like leaving a relationship, whether it's family or a lover or whatever, and you see me hostile, that's because I feel like I gotta get in that protection mode to protect myself. Yeah, life is all about. I like her. I do. I think she cute. I think she look like Rihanna. Matter of fact, I thought she was one bad looking before she did anything to herself. Yes, she might have looked like a boy, but eventually her body would have. Listen, we don't give ourselves time. They be too young working on that shit. You know, as you get older, your breasts gonna plump up some more. Your ass gonna spread all that. Come on now. They up there picking on her and stuff. These guys, fuck them men. Give your body time. But with that industry, you gotta have it today. You gotta do it right now. And then when they get older and stuff, and they start spreading and having babies, it be a hot mess. Most of them BBLs ain't turning out too good, honey. The only people I see is a couple of people that look pretty good with them, and everybody. A lot of them people be having problems. That shit look botched, and they messing with their faces and all that, trying to look like Joan Rivers. I don't know, but yeah, I wouldn't if her other siblings is ashamed that girl telling about the rats and the roaches. I mean, if I was in my 20s and shit, I wouldn't want nobody telling my business like that, so I pay a motherfucker. I ain't gonna give them like half my money, or I ain't gonna give, but if I got a few million, I can write that off, 10,000, 25. What the fuck is that? Look, bitch, here you go. I'm gonna give you this, sign this paperwork. So when you try to lie, because I know we done had issues before, so when you try to lie, you ain't even gotta be, you could do the e-sign over the damn internet, over the computer, over the email. You could do the e-sign shit. Go on, sign it, whatever, and you can pay me back. But then you might not even want the motherfucker to pay. You might just say that, to hold them, to let them, because they might be irresponsible, might got some mental issues, and, they might switch up on you, because we got a lot of bipolar ass, possessed ass family members. But hell yeah, I mean, I would help because she might not be the oldest sister, but she probably done went through so much, it probably affected her to the point where she really fucked up. Like, her mind probably fucked up, so I wouldn't have her right there under me, but I wouldn't want to see that motherfucker talking about she about to eat a roach, she was so hungry. And why did Tory Lanez send her $2,500? You know damn well he done went and researched, and he know that girl probably fucked up in the game. She might help him, but she might not help him like she could. Because think about it, Glorilla probably got issues too, and they love to sign people that's all fucked up and come from low poverty like that, because they be real desperate. So Gorilla probably ain't healed from her trauma either, so she probably like this. Man, fuck them motherfuckers. They ain't treat me right anyway. So I ain't gonna really help some of them. I'm gonna help some of them, but I ain't gonna really put them on like that, because if I put them on more than me, them motherfuckers might turn on me and have me as they see. People think you got people with the sadly, our people is in a spot that they in now, because they want to be the one with the money and the power and the control. They don't see it as like, you can eat, I can eat. You can have $1 million and I can have $1 million too. We both can have $1 million and we both can fit into the damn game. Motherfucking people think like, oh, she gotta get more than me. I gotta hold her back. She can't get more than me. I gotta have more than her. We still in that Piscean era mindset of hierarchy and control, and all the patriarchy ain't bad now. I ain't gonna say just completely throw that shit away, but I'm just saying we got the mindset as women. We masculine. We are feminists. We are not right. We done been taught to hate each other. We done been taught to compete so bad. We done turned into men with vaginas, pretty much. I'm being real. We have been brainwashed to be freaking just women with I mean, we just don't have no love, no compassion. Where the nurturing at? Where the I could not. Look, I got some family members, and I ain't even talking about no cousins. I got some family members that's, we was in the same womb, and I ain't even just talking about one. No. I got a brother that I met when I was like about 16. You know how much I helped my brother? I have helped my brother to the point of, if it wasn't for me, and I'm not even just saying this tickling my own. Yeah, Tony Lane sent that girl, the sister. He sent her $2,500. Come on. You know he got power. Like, we might say he's short and he this and that, but that man, he made $1 million in a few minutes with some kind of coin he did somewhere. So that's a threat. And plus he owned his rights to his music. He's a big wig. He owned his music. He's not no damn artist up there dancing on stage. And that nigga own and write his own music and stuff. When you the owner and you know how to make money with that digital stuff, he's a threat. He was a threat to the machine, to the industry. That's a threat. Yeah, that's a threat. But he sent her $2,500, and so somebody knows something for her to be okay. I think that she probably is a trip. The girl funny too. I like her a little bit, like somebody else said. But it's something there. Something in the milk ain't clean. I'm using my discernment. Now, I know she probably done some messed up stuff to that girl, Glorilla, and her other siblings and this and that. Now, I heard the 2 little siblings that live with her. She said them siblings living down there being a maid. She said they down there. I've been, okay. Girl, you got to read these comments sooner. You was just about to tell a powerful lesson about family. Oh, I'm going back into that. Yeah, I know how to go back to my subject. I'm going to go back to him. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that. So I met him. Yeah, I met him later on. And I'm not nobody to sit here and be telling all that, because if I tell you what I done for a lot of people, motherfuckers gonna be in their feelings, and they gonna be like, damn. I'm talking about if I go deep like she went, and they say I talk a lot and tell all my family business and that I know. I don't tell all the shit. I mean, I tell some stuff because I'm not gonna hold nothing in that's bothering me. But my brother that I met later on in life, my brother was in a situation, he wanted to move with me. Like the first time that I left the area, he wanted to leave with me. And he made me feel bad for not taking him with me the first time. So I did feel bad, but I noticed that when my brother started coming around me, I started having a lot of problems, a lot of drama. And my daddy warned me, which he ain't about shit. Where I'm at? Oh, I need to get to the end. So he ain't about shit neither. He ain't about shit. He is not, I don't know if it was just the war or they done brainwashed him with the MK, but he full of shit too. But I love him, but I know that, I know what I'm dealing with. I know I know how he done did me too. So he was like, he was raised by them women, and they a bunch of whores, and how they sleep with the white man, and then they white men whores and all this and that. That's how he told me and my brother, like, you getting too close to him, and he gonna talk about you behind your back. He keeps something going because he been raised around a bunch of women whores. And I'm looking like, you had a baby by one of them, so you can't be much better than them. If you gonna sit here and talk about his aunts and stuff like that, because his mother, may she rest in peace, she passed. She passed a long time ago, and so did his older sister. She passed too. But she passed away after I moved him. I moved him to a nicer area where he could get help and all that stuff and get on his feet. But so this is the warning my dad gave me about my brother, I guess you say half brother. We had the same dad, but we didn't have the same mother. But when I met him, honey, I felt so sorry for him. I would be like, Mama, can he stay with us? I really, because I'm like that. Like, I'm really compassionate like that. Like, I didn't want to see my brother suffering. And we didn't even imagine how I feel about somebody that was in the womb of my mom. And this was a woman, this was a son that was carried by another woman. And I had that kind of love and compassion for him. So yeah, what happened was, he didn't move with me the first time I moved. So he was like, oh, sis, you were wrong for leaving me back. Like, you left me behind, And I was like, yeah, damn, I did leave him behind. Yeah. He got to me. I felt bad, right? So I wasn't thinking about, like, when this motherfucker started coming around me, I started having a lot of problems. I was having problems already. It ain't like I was in no perfect relationship. But that shit got bad. Because he be telling me stuff about my damn people, and I mean, whether it was true or not, I ain't want to know and see that shit. But we be at a party or be at the club, and he be like, yo, he outside doing this and that. While you in here, you need to go check him. And that ain't good, because my temper back then, and I was a little, I was a lot jealous, So it started causing a lot of stuff, because then one night we got back. I would take him out with me, because I felt like he won't, how that movie, that show where them people would be home, they like that, they ain't really on, ain't nobody really took him out and let him enjoy life. So that's what I was trying to do. He older than me, so I'm like, let him experience life, even though he had some autism and all that stuff going on. You know, he a nice looking guy, real tall, but I'm like, well, if he get out amongst people and I show him the love and he have a good time, this man brought that bullshit into our little festivities. And one night I got home, I was fucking drunk. This nigga wanted me to drive him like about 40 minutes home. I'm like, look, bitch, I'm not about to get no DWI fucking with you. You better either call somebody to get you or you better lay your ass down till I sober up and I'll take you home in the morning. And you know, he done got all close to my kids and stuff. I thought we were doing a brotherly sisterly thing. Come to find out, this nigga jealous of me, thinking that my daddy like me better than he like him. And he favor me over him. I'm like, look, bitch, that nigga don't like neither one of us. He only like me when he need a lawyer, or he need a nurse, or he need a fucking doctor, or he needed me to help him get out of that marriage with that bitch trying to kill him and take all his shit and his mom and daddy house, or his ass, they was about to put his ass away at the hospital. That's when he need me to come in. And that's when he do that. He's like, oh, this is my daughter. Oh, I love my daughter. She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. She works with, she handled my case. Look, I handled the same. I done, oh, Lord. This nigga was in the hospital. The doctor was like, we about to put his ass away. He crazy. The doctor pretty much now, I'm giving him my turn. The doctor was like, I'm not releasing your dad to you because he's sitting here talking to himself and he seemed to be dangerous. You know how they want to 5150 your ass when you start. That she was at a point. I said, look, dog, I'm coming to get him. He gonna be under my care. He gonna be all right. Now, I could have been a bitch and been like, oh, this motherfucker ain't been there for me anyway. And shit, he done gave this bitch all his money and every military check and all his, he done got a lump sum and didn't tell me of $80,000. And you know how I found out that bitch got $80,000? I had to do the distribution of property for the lawyer divorce. I had to do that. Me. I'm the one that did the whole booklet. I'm the one that guided the attorneys in hiring a detective so that he can get his shit back. Me. Little old me. So I find out this nigga done got $80,000. Now this during the time when I just needed some help with my fucking light bill. I'm working like 2 jobs, a single parent. I called this nigga, asked him, yo, I just need some help with my light bill. You know this man had over $80,000 and would not fucking help me with my light bill. And I looked at the dates of when he got the money. He had that money. He had that money during that time. I'm by my tree again. Well, this is a different one. He had that money. Yeah, he had it, and I had to digest all that. Here he go. Why are you going to the ABC store buying them airplanes? I said, if I didn't buy these airplanes and when I go to the ABC store having to deal with you and your shit, I probably would blink out on you. He was like, well, look, I said, I dare you to cuss at me. But you don't curse at them prostitutes you marry. So you better talk like you got some sense to me, because it ain't that type of party, buddy. We ain't cool like that, okay? I want you to know. We the airplanes. Yeah, you know, I could drink up. I'm a seasoned. I don't even drink, no. I done drunk everything. I drink bottom shelf, but mostly top shelf. But I have drunk the cheap stuff. But honey, I'm a bartender. Airplanes. Now I'm drinking airplanes. But you know, I could drink. But I know I'm constantly moving, so I won't about to have no bottles and stuff. No, airplanes. Then I go to his house. He done bought this bitch all the liquor in the world. I was like, if you think I ain't gonna open that and drink it, he's like, no, go ahead, go. You damn right, go ahead. Give me that shit. This bitch sitting up here don't deserve a goddamn thing, and your ass stupid enough to fall for that damn shit. Or they say that sim shit he was doing. Yeah, she done try to put him in the crazy house. All that. Take his mom and daddy house, take his check, get alimony, want him to pay lawyer fees. I'm the one that got the motherfucker, not nobody but me. And got him out in the hospital to keep him from going to the damn nursing home and shit. Me. So people don't give me credit, but it's fine because I get my bliss. I'm good. I ain't worried about it. But don't play on my top too much, because I'm going to check that shit. I'll bring up receipts and shit. Because that's how they, that's how they try to do me. You know, that's how they do the Libra energy sometimes. But you get tired. So my brother, so I go back home to visit. He's sitting down there playing for a church. He playing the keyboard for this church, and he ain't even got no food. He got rotten food in his house. I'm playing the keyboard. He playing the keyboard for Pastor Get Right. And they not even feeding my brother. He not even making enough money. He not even making enough money. I mean, I go in the house where he living. Man, it smell like his food is rotten. He like, sis, I don't know how. I'm like, what is you getting paid from this? I'm talking about he playing the keyboard. They having sacking services and see them. I'm like, man, fuck, y'all, you tripping, bro. Like, you ain't this damn retarded and slow. Fuck this. So he down there starving to death. What I do is I would go to his sorry daddy. I'm like, listen, we about to get him out of here. He need to be getting a check any fucking way. He don't even need to be, he shouldn't even be trying to work. This man need to be having a guardian where he, you know, he's somewhere where they can help him with his mental issues and stuff like that. So what I do is I set everything up. We in the damn Humvee. I done packed all this shit up in the truck. I'm taking him like 2 hours away. I found a location, I found a spot, and I done, you know, arranged shit with the doctors and all that, but he got to go through this certain program. So I get in the motherfucker, I got to have him up there by a certain time so he can get checked in. I'm speeding. I'm whipping that damn Hummer. I'm whipping that motherfucker. I'm on the highway. I'm on the freeway. I get a fucking ticket, man. But I'm like, ain't this a bitch? The police like, yo, I didn't think it was no female driving that Hummer. I said, yeah, I'm trying to, look, no disrespect, cause I back in the day I was stupid. I be talking shit to him, man. You know, if that was in this day and time, they probably would have took my ass out. But you know, back in the day, you know, you could talk like that and they would rough you up, but you know, it won't like it is now. So I was like, yo, I'm trying to get my brother. I gotta get him checked in. He said, I got to write you this ticket, but I admire your fucking drive. He was like, he didn't cuss. He's like, I admire your driving. He said, I thought that was a dude. My daddy looking like he hated. He's like, I thought that, but he over there comfortable as hell. He's like, I thought that was a dude. He said, I thought that was a dude driving that home. He said, you whipping that thing. I was like, yeah, I know. Look, so I get him there, get him checked in. He like, sis, they gonna call you. They're gonna call you and ask you about, you know, do you witness that I got this going on and this and that and the other and this and the third. Hey, doggy. He was like, they about to call you soon so I can get my money going and rolling there, you know, my disability money. I said, I got you, bro. Whatever you need me to be there. You need me to vouch for you, blah, 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 blah. So make a long story short, I'm glad I made you laugh. I love you too. Hey, look. He get his money. He get his housing. Things start rolling in. He good. Like, I got him situated. I'm like, yeah, my brother gonna live. Then shortly after that, he found out his sister passed away. She didn't want nothing to do with him. I don't know what happened between them, but she was mad with me for moving him up there because it was like maybe 30 minutes or less from her. So she was upset that she's like, who in the hell? She didn't want nothing to do with him. She just left him there. Which she might have had a right to do that because it might got too rough for her. Because where they was at was a low, high poverty, high crime. The education system sucks. Blah, blah, blah. That's what my daddy had him at. Then he wanted you to talk about the women as whores in the family and make up all these excuses. I was like, nigga, you didn't try to get him. That's a child you should have been raising right there. He did not need to grow up in the situation that he grew. And I don't even want to go into this because this is it's a fucking horror show. If I tell you what he grew up in, if I tell you what my half brother that I didn't meet till he was I was 16. If I tell you the situations, and y'all know I'm vulnerable because I gotta color my edges, but I ain't even worried about it. Hey, I'm young, but I gray early. But listen, I don't even give a damn. Because if you knew me, if you knew the old me, you would be like, this lady is really authentic and vulnerable now. Because, honey, I had to get up here with my edges not showing, with my wigs on, my hair this perfect and all that. Anyway, my makeup perfect, all that. Okay, so he gets situated, his money coming in. He realizes other sister that they had the same mother. Now, his mother already passed a long time ago. I ain't even going to tell you what they say she passed her, but I'm going to let you, based on what my daddy say, I'm gonna let you. And she used to, my brother was abused by Marines. So they lived like by not far from a Marine base. So that my brother, that's what made him like he was now. Probably along with her genetics, because my daddy got a brother like that. And my daddy be acting like something wrong with him, but he claimed that's going to the war. He claimed because he a veteran. But I don't know. I don't know. I be like, sometimes I tell my mom, I believe there was something wrong with that man before he went. I believe you could have, I believe you supposed to been getting a check for me, my eye, and all that shit. You had a baby with a veteran, and you, where my check at? I didn't, my eyes and shit didn't just get like this damn eye. You supposed to been getting a check for me from the fucking time I was born. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Where my check? Where my military? I didn't know that. You knew that. You know every damn thing else about Jesus, Yeshua, and all. You didn't look. I'm about to get like go. Where my damn money that I'm supposed to been getting as a kid? The Asian orange or something. Fuck. That's what the spirit. The Tuskegee air spirit, but the Tuskegee spirit. What the fuck going on, motherfucker? Y'all, where my damn money at? My damn military check. Shit, my damn college. I had to pay for my own goddamn college. It's supposed to be. They don't prepare. Look, that's why I feel, old girl. Some of these parents, they just be fucking and having babies. They don't have no plan. And then when you don't do what they say do, you don't want to do what I tell you to do, then I can't. That's why they be. That's why it be a yellow tag sometimes on these, and these people be on the news. What happened to their parents? Why did they do that to their man? These parents be fucking with these kids and playing on their tops sometimes. That's what be happening. Cause I know I done been through it with both of mine. They be sick. My daddy be sick. Like I said, I kept him from going to the nursing home. Got his divorce and stuff. Right. That won't even the first time. He done came to live with me. And my husband broke his leg, and I put my husband downstairs in the living room. I let my daddy sleep upstairs and the kids. And if you don't kiss their ass, they don't want to leave you nothing. But what they don't realize, when you leave some of the kids stuff and don't leave the other child something, you putting that other motherfucker in danger. Now, not me. I don't give a fuck. Don't leave me shit. You fine, bitch. Don't leave me shit. And no disrespect. Y'all can say I'm being mean. You ain't got to leave me shit. But the old me of who I used to be, materialistic, and I feel like people owe me something. You don't raise no child and don't leave no inheritance. You don't raise no child and leave something to one child and then don't leave nothing to the other one. And you think it's the end when you die? That ain't the fucking end. I'm not venerating your ass, none of that. If you was not good to me and we weren't cool and all that while you were living, motherfucker, it's gonna take me trying to go to I'm gonna have to do some researching on that spiritually. I'm gonna have to do some deserve, because I don't want to be venerating a motherfucker that hated me while they was alive. What do I need to venerate that energy when you go for, so you can try to fuck me up in the spiritual? Oh hell! Hold on, excuse me, y'all. But these parents, I don't have no. See, I had to let it go. Let me tell you, he lived with me before. My dad. He lived with me before. Him and my brother started a lot of shit in my relationship. Even though I had my own problems going on, but we was managing this shit. I've had so many family members that had tried to cause a lot of shit in my relationship. And I tried to tell this motherfucker, when we got married, I was like, listen, you think these people is cool, but we need to at least move away. I was ready to move to Georgia then because I was already in the music industry. I wasn't going to sign with none of them people. I was going to be independent, but I know we would have been better off living on the outskirts than living around family, because they so fucking jealous. That be your worst enemy is your... And down there, don't get married down there and try to have no decent relationship, honey. Them people going to be trying to break you up. It's going to be your own family members probably trying to fuck your husband or wife and just tear that shit apart. And jealous if y'all can make some money and have a I had a lot of... Matter of fact, I had so many people jealous of me until... Yeah, I have. I've grown. I had so many people jealous of me until my daddy trifling ass, no good ass. This bitch was, I don't have no friends. You don't have no friends. I didn't even consider her. She was an associate. When I met her, I was doing something over to the mental head. The bitch was crazy. She was crazy anyway. Always trying to have a reason to, she had this man and she was in church. But he was beating her ass. And I don't condone no man whipping on a woman. But man, this bitch here got a foul mouth and she fight men. So I don't condone that, but a motherfucker like that gonna get knocked out by the right man. You're not gonna be fighting no man and talking that shit. What she did, I'm gonna tell you what she did to my daddy. And yeah, my daddy might not be no good, but he didn't deserve that because he gave her everything. I'm talking about, when I say he gave her everything, I mean, you will not believe the depths that he gave her everything. Yes, she helped him get his military money, right? And it came in a few, I believe it came in a few lump sums, not just that 80,000. He gave her control of all that. And he was getting a check, big check a month. He was getting Social Security, disability, and a fucking mirrored military check. Now I had to digest all of this and release this and let it go. I had to. I was working like a dog, going to school, support myself. My mother would not help me, even when my mother got money from her company, because I won't kiss no ass. I wouldn't divorce my husband. I wouldn't kiss her ass and all this and that. So I couldn't get nothing. My brother, that's the golden child. He, you know, that's the, and they favor them boys a lot like that. The girls just be. My brother ain't really never had to buy no car. Me, I don't buy. Only person that ever gave me a car was this gay man that I be telling y'all about. That daddy was a Grand Dragon, the Grand Wizard of the KKK or whatever. He the only person that ever really gave me a car. But I've bought my own cars. Even if they wasn't in my name, I had to pay people, because it's been times when I didn't have license, but I needed a car to get to work to pay my bills and to make money. So I would pay these people. That's why it might be in their name. But I was paying. And I was paying enough money where they would do that. But it was my car. But I couldn't have it in that state registered in my name because I had an issue with my license and stuff. So yeah, they might have said, well, that ain't in her name and she got a no, I ain't have no fucking sugar daddy. I was a sugar mama, and this wasn't no relationship. This was a business deal. I know that money, I know how to use money and power, not over abuse it. But I know that everybody got a fucking price. And if you got enough money and they need it, they're gonna do certain things, and you make them comfortable. Then people do a lot for money. People do anything. They'll sell their soul for fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I made it happen, but it didn't just happen overnight. Cause I was getting ready to beat my daddy ass one time. He done. Let me tell you, this ain't no pretty. You know this ain't no pretty story. I had to hold myself back and some of my other people. We were getting ready to go get him. We were getting ready to go and get him. That was he really don't. People be playing with folk and they don't realize you can't play on everybody's top. But I don't know why I didn't do some of the things that I want, because I know I'm supposed to be in jail. I know I'm supposed to be dead, or I'm supposed to be down 6 feet deep, because I'll do something. I'm a cancer, and if they watch us on the FBI list, I will fucking do something. I will fucking do something. I'll do some shit. I will, and I'll say fuck it. I'll turn myself in, go on, worry about it. I'm being vulnerable. I'll worry about the consequences later, and I know the consequences gonna come, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I don't know how. I know somebody is looking out for me, my higher self. I'm grateful, because I know it's got to be a purpose for me. It's got to be a purpose for me, and I must be either on the edge or I'm fulfilling it or something. Because I couldn't get out here and be this vulnerable. I really had to make sure everything is perfect with my eyes running. I ain't got on no lipstick. I ain't got no. I ain't got a retwist. I ain't color my hair, honey. I would never be this vulnerable, but I don't care. No, I had to really, really, really do some work on myself and realize that's them people money. They can do what they want to do with it. But let me tell you something. It say, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Honey, you can have nothing. You could be living right there on the edge of that damn bank, look, and have you a tent. And a motherfucker that's in a mansion will be jealous of you, because guess what? You got peace on it. It ain't material. It ain't about this fucking fake ass matrix. I had to learn that. I had to go from the material to the spiritual. And I had to it was not meant for them people to give me nothing. But guess what? My help coming from Big Mama, Righteous Father, what's that, a squirrel, the sun, daughter earth. My help coming, I gotta go. I didn't even take my shoes off right here, did I? I'm gonna take them off for a sec. But my help come from above. My help come from, no, really below. The space is in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? We always talking about above. No, it's below. It's in the inner earth. That's why you take your shoes off, you ground and connecting with the dragons, waking them dragons up, Leviathan, Tiamat, all that shit. Cause that's what is gonna get rid of everything that's not organic to this earth. And I ain't no fear. I don't have no fear no more. No fucking fear. None. But yeah, my daddy, it's been times I had to hold myself back from my parents. Cause it's like that thing get into them, their eyes start changing, and they want to provoke me. And I'm like, yeah, go on, trigger the demon, go on. But I never have put I can say that, and that's been hard. Y'all sit here in front and y'all say, y'all people that I done had people that have perfect relationships with their mother, and honey, you got some parents out here, they will provoke you to wrath. What it say in that Bible? They will try to provoke, because that thing, that disembodied spirit will take them over and trigger you. I had a motherfucker this won't even 2 years. This won't even that long ago. It was maybe, I think it was the last time I visited. Motherfuckers, it won't no outside person. That's different. I can laugh at that. But you the reason for this damn ailment. But you gonna say something about my ailment? You gonna say something about it? And I'm like, motherfucker, what did you have? I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm like, you got a nerve to say something about an ailment that I got, and it's you the reason for it. What the fuck was you doing? But anyway, I laugh, honey. And sometimes I laugh to keep from crying, and sometimes I might cry, but I release it. Like yesterday, I was thinking about my ancestors. I was thinking about my loved ones that had went on. And I was just like feeling them close, but I was just in tears somewhat because I don't see them, but I can feel them. But I was thinking, going reminiscing about the good old days, about the good times. Yeah, I was thinking about the good times. Yeah, I needed to release some stuff. I'm like, you know what? I miss them folk, because it seemed like a lot of the good saints, a lot of the good people, they gone on. They got out of here. I said, what, am I one of the bad guys? But no, we have been destined to be here at this time. This is a wonderful time to be alive, y'all. I'm just being vulnerable and telling you a little bit of something. But yeah, my daddy lived with me before, and he started a lot of shit. And I went right back again. But this time I made him pay me. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, listen, sign this contract, motherfucker. You gotta pay me a certain amount. If you can pay them damn women that ain't about shit, you can pay me. I made him pay me, and you know he was mad. He went and talked about me to my cousin up north. Oh, you know, she made you damn right. She talking about you mad. I said, you damn right, because I know he gonna wake up one day like that song, one of these mornings, and it won't be long. You'll look for me and I'll be gone. I'm going to a place and I'm gonna get away from you, and I'll be right back tricking again. When I am healed and you have done all you can do for me, and I've gotten all my stuff and my health back. Oh Lord above, please hear me pray. I need you right by my side. Ooh, oh Lord, you won't get up on me this time. That's why you gotta pay to play. Cause I'm gonna make me some money, cause I know you full of some play. And when I get this stuff right, and we can say it's well done, and my pockets will not be empty from fucking with you. You damn right. I learned my lesson the first time he got me. I got him a job. Matter of fact, my ex-husband got him a job. We put him in a car, all that. Do you know this man was on the job trying to hook me up with a white man boss? Trying to hook me up so he can get favors, and I'm married, trying to get me to go out. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to be hooking up with this man. I'm not about to be no dead. But he gonna sit there and say that his baby mama, that he done had a baby by a prostitute, the boy but my brother that I helped. Talking about they all whores, but he gonna try to hook me, my own daddy. My husband done got him a job, let him use the car. He gonna try to hook, and this man know my husband. He gonna try to hook me up with the damn man that's over the maintenance department. the mechanic, the big man, he talking about taking me out of it. You ain't taking me no goddamn where. You ain't taking me no. I'm not. I don't do that. Listen, I ain't trying to say I'm perfect, but I don't do stuff like that. But now, baby, I don't do stuff. That's too dirty for me. Okay, it gotta be a little more cleaner than that. Now, I am loyal, but if you do something to me, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do something to you, but I ain't rolling like that. No, he's talking about, well, he ain't doing. I said, that man done got you this job, and you living in our house, and he was there, and then he went when he couldn't get me to cheat with his boss, that my husband got him the fucking job. He gonna go and start talking about me to this lady. She was a broke down stripper, couldn't strip anyway, cause she couldn't. If you a stripper, you can make money without. You don't need no old man money. You gonna be pimping these niggas and getting their money and all this. Come on, she really want no. She played him like she was an exotic dancer, but as soon as he get with her, she want to start. Oh, I need you to. He wanted. That's him anyway. He wanted to save a damsel and whatever she was. So he started working on that military money and working himself to death to take care of her and all this and that. He finally, get a Hummer and all this. He finally get the military money. And you know what this bitch do? She don't go and buy. She in control of it now. She don't go and buy some more properties and flip the money. At least become if you think you a madam, invest in a better upgraded, do some Kris Kardashian's, Kris Jenner, what's her name? Kim K mama shit. No, this bitch start doing dumb shit, messing around with, well, she was probably doing that anyway. Giving other niggas money, buying a whole bunch of shit from Lowe's and doing just stupid shit. Just a whole bunch of dumbass shit. So she wasted the money. And he still was giving her the check. Then this how shit went down. This how I really got involved in the business. She tried to bite his nose off. Now now I didn't know nothing about this. She done tried to stab him with a dog needle. But then I guess she done got more volatile. I had to get out of here. And try to bite his nose off. So I didn't know that. He a nigga. So I get in the picture. I'm like, he's talking about, I didn't tell you because I didn't want you. I know what you damn right. If you would have told me that this was going down, I'd have been there shut this show down long before now. But he didn't tell me nothing. But I got involved and got everything straightened up, to make a long story short. But that's what I'm saying. I have helped family members out that done snake me. And I had my limits. I had my time when I'm like, look, yeah, I help you again. But this time, motherfucker, I learned. Because I didn't know. I didn't know he was that dirty. But anybody that sit up there and use your baby mama or their ex-wife as an excuse not to see their kids when they could do more and they could pay more, they ain't about shit. Anybody cut your child support off and they know you need that for college and they won't pay nothing but pennies, making a whole lot of money at a company. Anyway, it ain't about you. People show you who they are. Like the lady said, Maya Angelou, she said, when people show you who they are, then you should believe them. But yeah, I've been through hell with my family, parents. I mean, I ain't worried about the siblings. I ain't worried about it. The fucking cousins and all that. The other little, that's the main thing is the damn people that carried you. They set the fucking tone. Excuse me. A lot of times, if you ain't here from that trauma, you could have $1 million. I'm going back to Glorilla and her sisters and the siblings. Baby, you can have $1 trillion. That trauma affects you. If you don't work on yourself and get it right, you ain't going to really be able to have no peace and really enjoy yourself and live abundantly. It's about healing from within and all of that. It's about having joy and peace on the inside. So, yeah, she got a right to do what she want, but what is it stemming for? What is her intentions? Like why are you not helping all of them? Why you help? And the ones you help are gonna go to bat for you, even if you ain't doing right. They're gonna say, oh, don't talk about, because people bow down, and most people do to the people with the fame and the money. So even if she is fucking up, them other people gonna come to her defense, of course. The one that's more famous ain't got the power. Because right now, if you gotta choose, now you got a motherfucker that's cashing in on you, even though they might not be doing what they could do, but they're giving you a little bit. And you got this other motherfucker that's out here raggedy. Of course you're gonna defend the one that's giving you something. So I don't know if I can really depend on what the two siblings is saying, because that's the one that live with Glorilla. But I know for Tory Lanez to give that girl some money, I think something is up. I think something in the milk ain't clean. And as I said, she has a right. She has a right to not do any damn thing if she don't want to. Because at the end of the day, we got free will. That's her money. That's her fame. Maybe they treated her wrong growing up. Maybe they didn't support her. Somebody said that sister was picking on her when she was performing, you know, at the high schools and stuff. And a lot of people have picked on Glorilla about how her breasts and stuff ain't big enough. She ugly and look like a boy. And that affects people, you know? So we don't know what a lot of them people go in that industry, they already fucked up and shattered and broken. So we got to look at that. And now a lot of them, she might got a little cash, but honey, they got to pay them labels back. It's a way to work it where you don't owe the label for 30 years. But you got to be smart and know that. When they going into that industry from poverty and, honey, they done been suffering and they shattered and all this and that, they not reading them contracts, they just signing. And most of the time, when you signing them contracts like that, and they know you come from them poverty-stricken areas, man, they not gonna pay you nothing. All the money you make and the songs you write is going to that record company. That's how they got it set up. Because I look at what happened. Who's a Libra? I think that lady, I felt Libra energy from that cousin. I mean, that sister that's venting. She remind me of a Libra. She remind me of the air energy, the Libra Gemini. And I believe there's some truth to what she's saying. Glorilla is a Leo. I think she's July the 28th. I don't know what Glorilla Venus and her moon is, but I know she say she born July the 28th. I knew this. Look, I knew the sister was a Libra or a Gemini before I even looked up, before you even said that. I felt that Libra energy, Gemini, the air energy in her. Yeah, she gonna tell it, honey, and she can communicate it. And she can communicate it pretty good. She got tired, but she probably ain't give her nothing because she probably got some issues, and she might not be doing what she could do for the other ones because she might got a problem. Look, you know the problem that our families be having, as all of us on here listening. We all got some issues. Imagine what they have. They get growing in Memphis is really highly oppressed. And then 10 siblings. Oh shit. It's probably a lot of her siblings she can't stand. Hell, I ain't even got that many siblings. And I really don't. Look, I love them. Lord knows I do. I love my siblings. Even though I don't really talk to them like that, I love both of my siblings. But I'm gonna pretty much say that I like them, and I tell them to their face, and they know that. Now, if they needed help, and I could help them without hurting myself and stuff, I would. Now I would make them motherfuckers sign some, because I know they talk about me like a dog behind my back. But I would make them. But I would whole show help them. But I would have me a pen like the white man. Oh, I need receipts, because you'll sit there and tell people that I ain't done shit for you. Because look, I'm going to tell you about a brother that I moved to this town where he got his check and all this and that. Honey, it was a storm. It was a storm. So I said, they told us to evacuate the area I was in. So I said, okay, we're going to leave. And I tried to get the whole family. It wasn't just about me. Even some of the family members I really didn't do. I was like, y'all need to leave. They telling us this is going to be a storm where we close to the water. We need to evacuate, and I got a spot. So I went up there to the spot, and it was close. The spot was close to where my brother was. Oh, Lord, girl, that's a lot. That's a lot. Do you get along with all them? Because I got two. I don't think they like me. And that's okay. I love them. But I don't trust them like that. Like, as far as if I would help them, I would make them sign. You damn right. You got to sign something. And I can't, because my siblings, I don't know. My brother, he probably still think, I ain't talked to him in a while. The one up in, the one that came from the other mother. He probably still think my daddy favored me. I told him. My daddy don't like neither one of us, but I love them, but the men, something wrong with a lot of these men. I ain't saying all the men, but I think they mothers. I think it's a mother thing. Well, when they were little, it's a mother trauma. Because they act like they really got a problem. You know, they act like they really got a problem with women. That hate for women. That hate for women is not going to help you at all in this energy. I don't hate no men. I've been through a lot with men and women, but I don't have no hate. But that hate and that bitterness and always talking down about women, honey, that's dangerous now. It'd be dangerous for me to be doing that about men. I mean, you got to have compassion for people. How I'm going to tell you, I need for you to do this and that, and I ain't even doing it. I got somebody that if I go to the bathroom, they like, do you want me to catch it in the damn Bible, diaper? The hell? I'm going to tell you to go and shit for yourself when I ain't shitting for myself. I can't tell. I got to walk it like I talk it. When I got somebody pampering me and catering to me, but I'm going to tell you like they told us, and now we tired of it. Told us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. And they ass now crying because they realize that they niggas too. Yeah, this government treating them the same. Everybody was like, oh, y'all black people complain all the time. Y'all always talking about somebody doing y'all wrong. Y'all always talking about the police brutality. Y'all be doing stuff. Y'all just need to follow the laws. And y'all got opportunities. Ain't nobody did nothing. That wasn't us. That was our ancestors that did that stuff. We don't owe you no land back. Look, you have opportunities to get education and get wealth just like we. What? Okay. Well, I got one thing to say now. And I ain't gloating. I'm not even gloating, but I got one thing. I'm gonna break it down to you like D'Angelo said. How does it feel? Yeah. How does it feel? Y'all remember that? How does it feel? Yeah. That's all I want to know. How the hell does it feel to be a nigga? How it feel? How do it feel? How does it feel? Don't go in that road, little doggy.
Come on, Chico. Throw it out.
Yeah. How does it feel? That's all I got to say, honey. It's a mess, ain't it? We try to tell y'all. Uh-oh, he about to whip that dog ass. We try to tell y'all they don't care about nobody. They just use people for their purpose. Yeah, he about to go. He about to go in. He going that road. It's a wrap, Lord. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, you the middle child. Yeah, they need to be on a leash. Yeah, that's a lot. 7? Ain't they say that's God's perfect? That's my 777. Girl, you can have 1 or 2 siblings. They don't, and they won't like your ass, or you won't like them. You know, it ain't about. It's all right now to like people, but I don't like people ways. I don't hate nobody. I don't like people ways. I don't like people that they tell me. They try to tell you what to do. They ain't even doing it. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that fake shit. I don't like it. I ain't jealous. Hey, get yours. Suck the motherfucker dry. Get the damn wheel and all that. I guess they gonna throw them in the damn dirt. I don't know. Cause I mean, I don't let a lot of shit go. Cause people do not like people that care for them. They don't like people that's nice to them. They don't like people that's gonna take, when you be the one to take care of them. I done sat with motherfuckers when they were about half dead. Done sat there so they could get through surgeries and shit. So while they feeling down and out, they nice to me. Soon as they start getting their help back, they ready to cuss me out, tell me to go to hell. So you don't like me, motherfucker. I don't need to be around you. When you get, I done my part. It's on them, baby. And whatever they do, don't put me in charge of nothing. Cause if y'all motherfuckers can't leave me nothing, don't expect me to be Cinderella. I'm gonna go tell you, kiss my ass. And it ain't about no materialism. I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm just calling it like I see it. I might see you on the other side, I might not. I love you though. But you ain't gonna sit here and play with me. You ain't gonna sit here and play with. Hey, You ain't gonna sit here and play with me. No, you ain't about to pull out when you see me. I mean, you done saw me and wait out coming in. Okay? Yeah. Let the dead bury the damn right. You damn ain't nobody look. Don't let nobody play on your top. Them motherfuckers will have you sitting there being silly to Cinderella. And them no good motherfuckers, I'ma leave them everything. Well, okay. And I hope when they inherit it, they don't inherit them. That's all I gotta say. I don't give a fuck. Cause I've been getting mine and I'm gonna get to mine. You gonna late in the midnight hour, you're gonna be like, damn, that motherfucker didn't need me at all. You damn right. Shit, all you wanted to do was control me. Oh, my love, your love for me. I loved you unconditionally. I had unconditional love for you, like, to the point, she gone. To the point where I'll be there for you. You don't even gotta give me nothing. I'll give you my last, but you got conditional love for me? Your love for me based on conditions, huh? That's that damn gate shit. That's that damn agent shit, motherfucker. You want real, you just you gonna pay for that. Cause you do not, like Shava Zane was saying. And it go for the women too. It's not just the men. You do not raise a child. Even if I raise a child and I take that child on as mine, that's me taking the responsibility of being a parent to that child. You do not raise a child and leave a child in the world if you got something. If you got something to leave them, you leave them something, you balance it out, you break it up, you divide it out. Because you don't want that animosity after you gone either. That's a dummy. What do you really want the other siblings mad with the other siblings because you leaving one child something? Or a couple of the children something? You ain't gonna leave that motherfucker that you done spit out of your ass or that you done spit out of your penis? Nothing? You a stupid motherfucker. I don't care who it is. Because that ain't good. That's gonna go on with you into the next life. That's gonna go on with you until the next realm. And you not blessing bless mean to sprinkle with blood, but you not blessing yourself by doing stuff like that. You cursing yourself. You cursing yourself in this life and in the next one. So yeah. It's getting dark now. But yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy, man. It's just wild. People have free will. They have choices of what they do, but sometimes they being tested also. And I'm not gonna let my parent do that. I'm not gonna be like, oh well, just make sure I'm okay and fuck I'm be like, what about your other kids? Like I did my brother. I be testing people because people ain't right. They fucked all up. Just like my daddy, he was like, oh well, okay, we're good. And I'm like, only reason he around me is because I'm helping him out. He's sick and he needs some help right now. But what about your other child? I didn't have to do that. I didn't even have to do that for him. I didn't have to say, listen, I need you to help me move your kid up there. Because I didn't have to do that. I could have been like, oh, let me get all I can get. Long as daddy's good to me. Long as I got what I need. I'm good to go. Like dad is right now, it's while the going is hot, I can get some money from. Yeah, I made sure I was all right. And yeah, I made sure that he paid my ass. I ain't saying I made bukus of money, but I gotta pay. I was able to pay my bills. I wasn't gonna be too greedy, but I had to pay my fucking bills. And he eating and staying at my house while he recuperated and driving my car and all that. Yeah, I was driving his, but my car was brand new shit. And my tires and shit wearing out. He matter of fact, he thought he wasn't gonna pay me for hitting somebody with my car. I'm like, no, nigga, you got to pay. You got to pay that right now. Like, and I had a hard time getting it, but you better believe I got it. Cause look, I ain't with that damn, I'll take your ass to court. Fucking sure will. You playing in my face. We can't work it out, we gotta call the white man in, motherfucker. It's straight like that. But yeah, I ain't do my brother like that. I ain't say, well, my daddy is giving me money and I'm all right, so fuck my brother. And we didn't even have the same mother and I still looked out for him. And if it wasn't for me, think about it, he would have probably been dead now. I know he would have been. He was starving. And I could have said, fuck him. I could have, cause matter of fact, when I helped him, it was after he done caused a lot of drama with me and my relationship. But I still had a pure heart towards him. I still helped him. And he still talked about me after that. And what I did, I walked away. I don't really deal with him. I don't deal with him like that. But at the same time, I helped him, and I don't regret it. And I don't regret the person that I am, and I don't regret the love that I have in my heart for people, even if they are snakes or whatever. I know how to deal with that and maneuver through that. Cause what it say in the word, it say, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And you know where to go after that. But I'm just saying, I done been in the damn field with snakes. This ain't nothing new. I'm saying we all done been through stuff with family and lovers and friends and da-da-da-da-da, mama, daddy. We making choices and making decisions, but what are our intents? What are our motives? I know, even though I wasn't as awakened as I am now, I still helped my sibling out. I still helped my mom and daddy out, even after they snaked me a few times. Snaked me, basically, my daddy, he cut my stuff off and then helped me. He helped me because he thought, well, because he was trying to, one time he helped me with a few $100s to pay something back, but you know, he could have paid for my college where I wouldn't have to pay for it. And, you know, they snaked me and I helped my family out. I've been through a lot. But I ain't saying that now continuing forth, I would help, but I would make people sign stuff because I know how they try to make it look like I'm the black sheep and the bad guy. And so that's just a mess. I mean, just telling my little story. Yeah, because I was on the thing. Can you hear me now? I'm like, I know these folks. What about now? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, it's just wow. I mean, it's choices. We go through stuff with people, like that's life. I don't have no hate in my heart. I know how to see. The thing is not being perfect and all that. It's about knowing how to move and maneuver. Yeah, that's what it's about. Knowing how to move. Yeah, I'm watching. Knowing how to move and maneuver through this life and find yourself and find your purpose, and that's always within. We done had all the gold, Mansa Musa, the trillion gold, silver, diamonds ain't even valuable. Copper and all that stuff is more valuable than that. That's that brainwashing all stuff. Yeah, copper and quartz crystals and all those different things are more valuable, but they just decided to say, oh, a diamond is a girl, then we ran with it. A diamond is a girl's best friend. Black people eat watermelon and fried chicken. Now, you know that. You know everybody love watermelon and fried chicken, honey. They did that to pick with them watermelon farmers because they was making millions and millions of dollars. Yep. That I got love for people, but I don't like a lot of their ways. I ain't even gonna sit here and front and say I do. I just can't I think people could use more compassion. They talk about things, but when it comes to them, they feel like, well, it don't apply to me. But how would you feel like when I sing that song, how does it feel? When you put somebody else on a sacrifice table, it ain't gonna be long before you up there. So you gotta be careful what you even agree with within your spirit, within your words, and what you co-sign on, because it could happen to you. You can know how I feel. I'm serious. Like, you can have all the money. You can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't got your health and stuff, what good is that money? Yeah, what good is it if your mind ain't right? If you lose your mind, what you gonna do about what money gonna do for you? Somebody else gotta control it. So you just have to be careful how you treat people. You know, you gotta be careful what you say and what you co-sign on. Like, I could sit here and say, oh, I didn't do that to you. That other person did that to you. So you can't get mad with me, but did you co-sign? Like, by your energy, like, by you not saying something or speaking up when you could have said something, when you could have said, yeah, don't do it like that. Like, for instance, when I told my dad, like, I need you to help me move my brother to this town so he can be okay and he can get some help. Little things like that saved his life. What if I wouldn't have said that? My daddy wouldn't have gave a fuck, because it was times when my daddy had that money and my brother went to his house to get a sandwich. He didn't have no money. He wanted a sandwich. Don't you know the wife gonna call? I don't know if she called me or called a cousin upstairs up north talking about, like, why is he asking? I'm like, don't do him like that. Like, that's just, or maybe I heard about it later or something, because I know if I heard about something like that right then, I would have went off about that. So yeah, people just, what's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? She knows she been without, because she know she been in situations where, you know what I'm saying, she didn't have. So why would you do somebody else like that? But y'all, I'm outside and I'm about to go in soon, so I'm getting off this thing. I've been up here a while. Yeah. It turned around on her. Let me tell you how it turned around. Let me tell you how, and it came through and by me. I was used as the karma. So what I did was, she had this lawyer that was like the version of that lady on how to get Viola Davis on How to Get Away with Murder. Viola Davis. So the lawyer she had, most of the cases she win. She really don't lose any case. She was gonna make him pay like maybe $20,000 for that divorce attorney. So the way I did it was, when I looked at the paperwork and I looked at the distribution of property, I saw the gaps in the marriage where she was like not there. Like, she would spend weeks at a time just leaving him, and she's supposed to be like his fiduciary over his military check. So she would spend weeks. Listen, this what you do. I'm good at this data analysis, data analysis. So she would spend gaps, and when she would come back to see him would be around payday. She would be away for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, a month, and when he get paid, that's when she would come back. So that's what I notated to the attorney. I'm like, look at these trends. She's not there for those amount of times, but she comes back during the first, well, not the first, but he get the DuPont check on the 27th. They all get that little check, because DuPont is dirty. That's an evil company. Man, if y'all know the dirt, if y'all know the depths of the dirt that company has done to these people and all the experiments and the poison they was exposed to, and then they cut off their insurance and when they got old and cut their money down and all this and that, they are dirty. They are fucking dirty. They are part of that program, all that damn shit. They are part of that damn MK. Man, that's a dirty fucking company. Yeah, that's a dirty fucking company. I'm telling you, they're Satanists. They are fucking Satanists. And you know that's what I be telling people. Everybody think I'm just talking. You know that's the company all them church people work for. That's why they were acting weird and shit. They probably was under, man, them motherfuckers still probably under some kind of damn MK Ultra or some shit. Yeah, they all work. You see how they act at that church? They all was some fucking like demons. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't stand that. One of them, I couldn't. Yeah, that's what he worked. You know, that's where they all worked at. at that fucking plant. Yeah, like the children of the fucking corn. They were all some demons, man. And I don't believe them people were born like that. I believe they did some kind of. I believe they did. I believe they put them under some kind of mind control because they were fucking. They was fucking up. They was some fuck. You can't tell me that might be clones. Might not even. You might be thinking that you dealing with the people. Them motherfuckers might went into work one day, come back. It might not even be the same. I'm telling you. See, it be logic to my fucking theories. It be logic to my fucking theories. It be logic to it. Yes, ma'am. Is it? Yeah, that is. Yeah, it is. Thank you. So yeah. It be logic to my madness. Yeah, because of the sun is everything, yeah. Yeah, thank you. So that place was, I never wanted to work there. I said I would never work at a place like that. When they go to that job, they be there. They get them to stay there sometimes for 16 hours, and it's just you never saw them. Fucking saw. Just and they act like they was paying them all that money. That shit is just there's some other shit going on, man. I always thought it was weird. I think they were. Cause it's something I'm telling you, it's still not something not right about them people. Cause if I see him right now, he act like nothing ever happened between us. We just happy, everything is lovely and is normal. He done forgot I don't know if it's Alzheimer's or is it the MKO. I don't know what's wrong. He act like, why? He told somebody like, why does she not come see me? Why does she not call? I know if I did that to somebody, they not gonna fuck with me. So why don't he? What's wrong? Like they don't have cognitive dissonance or something. They don't have the skills to realize like 1 + 1 = 2 and this and that, A and B. They don't have the cognitive dissonance to know that you can't just do people a certain way and they're gonna keep right on messing with you. Yeah, they act like that, and then they trigger you. So look at how they trigger you. And I believe it's something where they shed on that to other people because it's like they try to provoke you and trigger you to do stuff, and they know you're going to jail. You know you're going to fuck, because when you do what you're gonna do, it ain't gonna be a pretty sight, baby. It ain't gonna be pretty, because you done got out of mind, you done got out of body, you done fucking got out, you done let that thing take you over by the ear, okay? And you testing me? You want to see the darkness? Okay. Yeah, I'm serious. So for to be experimented with like that, I always said I believe they being remotely controlled, baby. Cause I don't do nobody like that. I don't do nobody like that. I have control over my words and how I hurt people, with words and how I build and destroy with words. Yeah. Honey, I done been provoked to the point of no return. Yeah. Matter of fact, I got provoked when I was visiting. I said, look, I'm getting my plane ticket, I'm gone because I'm going to jail. Because I'm going to do something. I told you to your face, I said, listen, you ain't even got one more time. I'm just gone. I'm just going to go head on. I can't. I'll see you later. I'm telling you. And it wasn't even something that had to be like that. They was doing it on purpose. They don't do the other one like that. They don't do that golden child like that. They do not do that golden child like that. They don't do the, and that, look, don't nobody know this, and I don't care who know, and now I don't give a fuck no more. Do you know that he be, go on, tell him, I don't give a fuck. He cussed her out like a dog. I ain't saying no names, but they be cussing they people out like a dog, telling them they stupid and all that. They be verbal and they sit right there and smile and say hallelujah. Do you think I'm gonna let a child that I'm taking care of? Let me hush. That motherfucker, without that motherfucker, they would be like my brother is, dead probably, cause they can't fend for themselves. They gotta have that person that they ain't never bought no car for themselves. Never. And I can prove it. They ain't never bought it. I buy my own shit. Normally I have like 2 vehicles. Shit. And a couple of locations. I ain't bragging, I'm just saying. But damn, you know what I'm saying? You need a break sometimes. You get tired. But I'm just saying I always had to basically fend for myself. But they have had it made. They even got it laid out for them when they get out of here. Yes, never. I'm just saying. They got it made. They want them to not have no worries in life and death. When they die, they gonna make sure that motherfucker, they gonna try. They gonna try to make sure that that person is taken care of. That's a grown ass motherfucker, but they got it made when it comes to that right there. One of them, they trying to get cremated so that motherfucker can be all right. I'm telling you. They trying to get cremated so that motherfucker can have more money. But it's fine. I don't give a fuck. Just leave me alone. Hey, leave me be. Don't fuck with me. I'm just saying. I ain't being around that. And see, somebody gonna tell me tomorrow, oh, I put you up. Don't put me over no healthcare, bitch, if ain't no money attached. I'm not taking care of no goddamn body no more. Look, I made that motherfucker pay me the last time when I was being they damn paralegal and they nurse. Motherfucker had to pay me. I'm not doing no damn wiping no ass, taking care of no motherfucker that hate me for free. I don't give a goddamn what nobody think or what they say. And a motherfucker ain't gotta be there for me. I'll kill my ass in the ocean and drown myself, or I'll kill my ass where they treat old people right if I need some help. You ain't gotta do shit for me. I'll go where a motherfucker gonna treat me right. I'll go somewhere where the damn bread don't cost but 25 cents and a goddamn meal ain't but $3. I'm not gonna be mistreated as no older person. And I know better than to be around some kids that don't like me. My children love me, but I'm just saying, you think I'm gonna be leaving a motherfucker all my shit and they're gonna be cussing me out and treat me like a mother or son of a bitch? I'm not gonna do that. I would tell you to kiss my ass and leave my shit to charity or my fucking dog or my cat. Fuck you, bitch. Whoever take care of the cat can get some damn pennies from me, but I ain't leaving you shit if you ain't treat me right. No, what it is they treated these kids a certain kind of way when they were young. They treated them a certain kind of way, and they right now they manipulating them. The kids will do you like that. Kids will make it seem like, well, when I was little, you didn't treat me right, and you owe me now. And they make, they can manipulate some parents and stuff like that. That's what happened to that lady, I think, that had that charity. That lady, kids probably took her out. She had a lot of them, and they said she even said she treated them bad when they were little. And them kids don't forgive you for that. And when they get older and you get some money, they want to dip into that money. They want you to keep right on paying them for that shit. They want you to keep right on. And they said that she wouldn't let them kids get that charity money. So by her not letting them kids get in that charity money, they probably they found a pill beside her. They probably took her on up out of here. Yeah, the kids be mistreated when they little and they don't heal from that trauma. These mothers can be something else. These mothers, girl, it ain't just the men. These women can be something else with these kids, and then they grow up and that's when they treat other women and other people like a piece of shit because they ain't healed from that trauma. That's what be happening. Yeah, and men are real sensitive. Yeah, the kids being manipulated, but they manipulate their parent. Like right now, if your parent treated you bad when you were little and you they favorite, and you get up, you they favorite, you can manipulate them with that. Yeah. You can manipulate and be like, I remember when I was little and you did this and that and you didn't treat me right and you treated the other kid right. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that shit. God, look, I can move on and live my life. I ain't got to be bearing on them people when they get old like that. Like, I might need some help sometimes, but I feel like when you get to a certain age, you're supposed to be helping your parent. You know, if you can't, then leave them alone. That's how I feel about it. I mean, I don't feel like you're supposed to be squeezing them dry like that.
Hey,
Hey, lady, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, honey.
Good. You enjoying this weather?
Yeah, speaking to my neighbors. Yeah, I was talking to my neighbors. Yeah. See, I'm friendly. I'm a friendly bird. Look, I'm not no asshole. I'm not no asshole. No. Yep. You gotta be friendly to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? You can't just you can't just we check on each other, and if she needs something, I need something, we write it back. You know what they even saying about when you do not supposed to have no beef with your neighbors and stuff like that. You don't. But yeah. Yeah, the parents are tripping the kids. You know the mothers. We mothers with these sons. We gotta do better, and these daughters too. I mean, we gotta. Hopefully, the coming generations will do better with these kids, man. Somebody heard that when I said I cook a steak. I said something about a steak and grilling out. Yeah, I said, shoot, if I had my grill here, I'd grill this weekend. It's nice. We got like, shoot, it look like it's going to be about 8. This is what we used to here. 80, 90-degree weather. Daggone right. We used to that. But now it's warming up. Oh, yeah. I got joy in my soul, though. It's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? And if these people needed me, I would do the best I can without harming myself, you know. I would. I have unconditional love, and I accept people for who I'm gonna let them be who they want to be, but you can't be that around me. But I can love you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had beef with my neighbor upstairs because I couldn't get no rest, but she gone now. Yeah, I had beef with my neighbor upstairs, and but look, I was taking her food and talking to her, counseling her, doing her horoscope and all that. I was taking her food, like not just cooked food, but I was buying food because she said she was hungry. I done took her some groceries. I don't even tell people what I do, but I done took her groceries, not this neighbor, but the one that ain't here no more that was upstairs. I done took her groceries and did a horoscope and all that. What she did was she would let the dog bark all night, and couldn't sleep and couldn't go out on my balcony. And then they have noise going. I mean, the walls are thin, so it'd be a lot going on up there. And I asked her nicely, and she's like, he's not bothering nobody. Listen, get your fucking dog off the patio. It's right by my bedroom window. Yeah, it's right. And I was good. Look, I want to know, even the one downstairs that used to scream, but she seemed to be a good mother. I ain't even gonna lie, but she would scream at them kids and be fussing all the time. I would talk to her and what I do, give her books and stuff like that and things. I wanted to do more, but it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't balance out like that and stuff. So I wanted to do more, but the universe did. Oh, it was rough. It was, honey, it was rough. Then we had some squatters over here. Oh my God. We had some squatters over here. It's a lot better though. It's I'm grateful. It's more peaceful, very peaceful. It's kind of my kind of tea. My kind of tea, definitely. My kind of tea. Yeah, it's balanced out, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, my neighbor now, she got a lot of little babies and stuff. She do good with them. And she got a lot of kids. And they be going to school and stuff. And they was playing still when they first moved here, but they all right kids. You know how kids are. I love children anyway. When I do some bake some goodies, I'm gonna give them some. When I do, if she'll let them have them, cause you know people be funny. I ain't gonna just. I would ask the mom, can they have, you know. Yeah, the universe did. The universe. When you get your, you know, I notice when I get myself right from within, the universe responds to me. That's why I try to